Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4927. Happy Thursday afternoon to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today, the Minnesota Vikings will be traveling not too far from New York City in a community called East Rutherford, New Jersey, a small city that is very well known for the Meadowlands Stadium and MetLife Stadium, both of East Rutherford, where the Giants and the Jets have played there since '76. And they both share the stadium. And the Brooklyn Nets used to play in East Rutherford, New Jersey from, I think, 1977 to like 2010-ish, when they were called the New Jersey Nets. And then from 2010 to 2012, they played in Newark, New Jersey. Also not too far from New York City. And without further ado, not too far from New York City, when you cross the Hudson River, you will see East Rutherford, New Jersey. Without further ado, let's get right into this. Alright, here we are at MetLife Stadium, also home of the New York Jets, as we are ready to see the New York Giants come out of the tunnel to battle off against the Minnesota Vikings here in East Rutherford.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Daniel Jones and the New York Giants versus Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Alright, now we're ready to return to kickoff with Saquon Barkley, who got drafted second overall in the 2018 draft by the New York Giants. The Penn State product. Oh, and he will get stopped down at the 29, close to the 30-yard line. Here, as we see Daniel Jones stepping onto the field for the first time today, ready to play some football. And he will hand the ball off to some Saquon Barkley, who will be ready to run this out. Gains 15 yards there. Alright, now we're ready to play some offense here. We're at the 44-yard line as he will hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley. Gains 2 yards there. 6 yards, excuse me. As it will now be second down and 4 from the 50-yard line. Jones will be ready to hand the ball off to Barkley, and Barkley gets it down at the 44 there. 3 rushes and 27 yards in for Saquon Barkley. And now Daniel Jones is ready to throw it for the first time, but there was a flag on the play. And let's see what that flag is on. It is pass interference. Defensive pass interference, so we are going to accept at the 24-yard line, which gave us a good amount of yardage. And now we get Saquon Barkley's just going to run it in, dives on into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown for the New York Giants. The first rushing touchdown of the game for Saquon Barkley and the first points of the game for the New York Giants. So we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, and we see Kirk Cousins on the field for the first time today for the Minnesota Vikings, the former Washington Redskins quarterback, as he will hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook will gain a first down, and he will be stopped at the 42 there. A gain of 14 yards, so this will be a 1st and 10 now from the 42. 1st and 10 still here in East Rutherford. And Dalvin Cook is going to run this out. And he's going to run it. No one's going to stop him. Gets it into the end zone for the first points of the game for the Minnesota Vikings. 58-yard touchdown there by Dalvin Cook. What an impressive run, just like Saquon Barkley did in order to score his first touchdown of the game. And we will see you guys when we have the ball. All right, now we're ready to return to kickoff here with some Saquon Barkley. It is now tied 7-7 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Giants are looking forward to scoring their second touchdown on this drive. So it will be 1st and 10 now from the 34. And we see Saquon Barkley. He's going to break a couple of tackles, and he will get stopped there at the 47. 5 rushes, 65 yards, and 1 touchdown so far for Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's doing a pretty significant job out there on this field today. And now I got Daniel Jones. He's going to pass it to Sterling Shepard, and he jukes it, gets it down at the 33. 1 for 1 on the day, 20 yards in. So that is pretty good. So we're going to use another double slants play. And this time, I'm going to pass it off. And he threw it deep across the field. Incomplete there. 2nd down and 10 now from the 33. So we're going to pass it here. And I'm thinking my intended receiver could be at least Sterling Shepard. And he throws it across the field, gets it into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. First touchdown of the game for Sterling Shepard, 33 yards in, and the first passing touchdown of the game for Daniel Jones and the New York Giants. So we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now it is 1st down and 10 from the 44-yard line, and we are going to blitz here on this play. And there is a flag on the play, and this is going to be a holding call. It's still, we're gonna decline here on Bradbury. He was the one who got called on the holding penalty, as it's 2nd down and 7 now. We got Dalvin Cook. He will get stopped there at the 46. 5 rushes, 93 yards. He is 7 yards shot from getting 100. And this will end the first quarter, folks, as it's now 14-7 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, now we are at the 46-yard line, as it will be 1st down and 10 now. And he will hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, but there is a flag on the play. Again, illegal hands to the face, illegal block in the back, and it will be now 1st and 13 on Adam Thielen. So this will be 1st down and 13 as they lose 3 yards there. They're at the 49-yard line. And now Kirk Cousins is trying to make a pass there, and Adam Thielen gets his first reception of the game. First pass of the game for Kirk Cousins, as it will now be a 1st down from the 33 here in East Rutherford. He will hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, and Cook gets it down at the 32. 6 rushes and 94 yards. He is like 6 yards at least from getting 100 in this game. And he will get stopped there at the 32, so he does not lose nor gain any yards on the play. And he passes it off to Kyle Rudolph, and Kyle Rudolph gets a reception there. They're in the red zone down at the 11. When they make another 1st down, it'll be goal line, and it will end up a touchdown if so. But Dalvin Cook gets a rush in, and this will be the 2-minute warning. All right, now we're going to blitz here. We're at the 8-yard line, as it will be 2nd and 6 now for the Minnesota Vikings. And Dalvin Cook gets a receiving touchdown, his first receiving touchdown of the game for Dalvin Cook, as he scored both touchdowns in this game, as it's now going to be tied 14-14 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, now we're ready to return the kickoff after the Vikings just scored their 2nd touchdown of the game. And we got Saquon Barkley, the Giants running back, ready to run this out. And he's going to get stopped there at the 26. So this will be 1st and 10 now for the Giants. And we're going to use a double slant route. So we're going to use a double slants play. Jones, he's going to throw it across the field to Golden Tate, and he will get a reception there. 3 for 4 on the day for Daniel Jones. And now Jones is going to run it in. He's going to run it Oh, and he will get stopped there at the 39. A gain of 21 yards on his first rush of the game. All right, now I had to sub out Daniel Jones for Colt McCoy. And McCoy will make his first pass of the game, and he will dive on into the end zone, Sterling Shepard, and that will be a 39-yard touchdown there on the play, and it will now be 21-14 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, and Justin Jefferson, the rookie from LSU, gets a 46-yard touchdown there on that play, and Kirk Cousins just throws a medium pass across the field. Justin Jefferson, his receiver, and he will dive on into the end zone for a touchdown. It will now be 21-21 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, now we're ready to return the kickoff here, as it's now tied 21-21 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And we see Saquon Barkley ready to return on this play, and he will get stopped at the 32 that time. So we're going to make a passing play here with some Colt McCoy. You know what? I'm just going to run it in with McCoy. I mean, the former Cleveland Browns, San Francisco 49ers, and former Washington Redskins quarterback. He only played in San Francisco for just a season back in 2013 when he was back up to Kaepernick. 2 for 2 on the day, 59 yards for Colt McCoy. And this is the end of the first half, folks. It is now 21-21 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And we will see you guys at the second half. All right, now this is the second half, and we're ready to kick off here. We are at the 35-yard line. Ready to kick off. Dalvin Cook is ready to return for the Minnesota Vikings here, and he will get stopped at the 26 there. Then this will be 1st and 10 from the 26. So we're going to blitz, cover one. We're going to use a 4-3 formation here, and now he will hand the ball off, and he will get stopped there. 9 rushes, 95 yards, and a touchdown at least. So now we're going to use the man coverage here as we are down at the 23-yard line. And now he's ready to throw, and it will be incomplete there. 4 for 5, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day for Kirk Cousins. And it's now 3rd and 13. And now Dalvin Cook gets a reception, gets stopped at the 31, and it will be 4th down and 5, so they will not be able to convert the 4th down. So we may as well have to return a punt here. And now he will be ready to punt. Jabril Peppers, the former Cleveland Browns safety, will be ready to return a punt here in East Rutherford. Gets stopped at the 41-yard line, and this will be a 1st and 10 now for the New York Giants. So we're going to use some inside zone here, and we're going to use some Saquon Barkley. And he will get stopped at the 40. All right, now this is 1st down and 10 from the 17. We are in the red zone here as it's now 21-21. It is still tied here in East Rutherford. 8 rushes, 110 yards so far in this game. So it's 2nd down and 7. He will hand the ball off, and Saquon Barkley, he will be ready to run this in. And does he get the touchdown? The answer will be yes. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game for the Giants, as it's now going to be 28-21 here in MetLife Stadium. And the New York Giants score a 2-point safety. It is now 30-21 there on that play. And we will get a free punt at the 20. And we got Corey Ballantyne, who got drafted last season. And so he will run this out. And he will get stopped at the 23 there for only like 3 seconds. I was expecting that to be a touchdown, but it is not. So it is 1st and 10 now from the 23. We're going to hand the ball off. and he will get stopped there. Saquon Barkley. He has 10 rushes, 125 yards total in this game. So this is pretty good right here. And now I got Colt McCoy. He will be ready to run this in. And he will get stopped at the 7-yard line. As it will be first and goal now. 2 rushes, 26 yards. And we will be at the 7-yard line. First and goal now. All right, now Colt McCoy, I feel like he could run this in. And we're gonna take a break, and we will see you guys at the fourth quarter. All right, this is the end of the third quarter here, folks. As the New York Giants are leading this by 9 points, as it's now 30-21 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and he's gonna hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, but he does not get it down for the end zone. But this will be fourth down conversion here that I'm trying to do. And the question in everyone's mind is, will he at least get the touchdown? And the answer will be a yes, sirree. He will score it in. And it will now be 36-21 here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're going to try to convert it for 2 points. And now, do we jump on in and make it into the end zone? We do, and it's now 38-21. The Giants are leading us by 17. And we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, it is second down and 15 now from the 22. As the Vikings are ready to pass here on this play. And Kirk Cousins is ready to throw the ball. And Adam Thielen will be the receiver there. 6 for 8 on the day, 111 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Vikings. For the Vikings offense. So it's 3rd and 3 now from the 34. And he's going to get sacked. And I'm thinking the Vikings recover the ball. Leonard Williams gets the sack there, the former New York Jets player. I honestly thought the Giants were going to get that ball. I seriously thought so, and now they get the fourth down conversion, and this will be a first down from the 45-yard line. As this will be 1st and 10. And we're ready to play some defense here before the 2-minute warning is on. So he makes the snap. Kirk Cousins. He's going to throw it across the field. Incomplete pass. Went out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 now for the Vikings offense. So we're at the 45 here. All right, now he's going to pass it to Amir Abdullah. And he will get stopped at the 40-yard line. 8 for 11, 140 yards. They take the timeout. They're going to think of their game plan here in just a moment. So now we're going to blitz here. It's 3rd and 5 now from the 40-yard line. And that will be incomplete. All right, it's 4th and 5 now. They're trying to convert on 4th downs. And now he has the ball. He's trying to think about, and it's intercepted. This is going to be the Vikings' first turnover of the game, and he will run this out to the end zone, and he slides on in there. Touchdown, Giants. 62-yard return there that time. And it's by Connely, who made the INT return. And we are going to take a break, and we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, and the New York Giants get another 2-point safety. Marcus Golden pinned Kirk Cousins in the end zone for a 2-point safety. And that, my friends, will likely end the game here. His first name was Ryan Connely. That Connely player that returned it for a pick 6. His first name is Ryan. So I couldn't know his first name on the top of my head. but now I know it. His name is Ryan. And Colt McCoy gets sacked. They're down at the 30-yard line, and this is 2nd and 15. We only got a couple of seconds to go before this football game is over, and this will be an incomplete pass, 2 for 3 on the day, 59 yards in, and we only got very few seconds left of the game, and this will be over. 3, 2, 1. The New York Giants win this game at home in East Rutherford by the final score of 47-21 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. They won this game big time against the Minnesota Vikings at home in East Rutherford at MetLife Stadium. And I'm thinking this could be, the Vikings could appear in the next couple of episodes. And now it is now 47-21, the final score. The Vikings lose it by 26, and the Giants take home a W with Saquon Barkley getting at least 100-some yards in. So there's the box score, the final score, 47-21. The Vikings just scored the first half. The Giants got two-point safeties, so that would be 4 points in all. That interception returned by Ryan Connely, that will be counted for, and this will end the episode, and we'll see you guys at statistics. All right, now the final score is 47-21 here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Giants win it at home. Total offense 300. Minnesota had 238. New York had 181 rushing yards. Minnesota had 115. Passing yards 123. They had 119. 10 first downs. They got 7. Punt return yards 22. 200 kickoff return yards. We had 522 total yards in general, while Minnesota had 385. 1 turnover for Minnesota. Third down conversions, they were 1 for 4. Fourth down, we were 1 for 1. Minnesota was 1 for 2. 2-point conversions, we did well on 1 for 1 there. We were both in red zone. Mine was 2 for 2. The Vikings were 1 for 1. 2 red zone touchdowns for the Giants, 1 for the Vikings. Penalties 3, and then 35. There was a pass interference, a legal hands to the face, and a holding call. And we won that game big time. But Kirk Cousins had a passer rating of 106.7, 8 out of 13, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 INT. That was the pick 6, their only turnover of the game. Daniel Jones had a passer rating of 156.3, 3 out of 4 there, 167 passing yards, 75 was the completion, and 1 touchdown. Colt McCoy had a 149.3 passer rating with 2 out of 3 and 1 touchdown in general. Now, Saquon Barkley had 12 carries, 129 yards, and 3 touchdowns with 12 broken tackles. Dalvin Cook had 9 carries, 95 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day with 5 broken tackles. Colt McCoy had 4 carries, 31 yards, no touchdowns. Kirk Cousins had 2 carries, 20 yards, and no touchdowns there. Sterling Shepard had the most receptions out of any team. 3 receptions, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Dalvin Cook had 2 receptions, 16 yards, and 1 touchdown reception. Justin Jefferson had 2 receptions, 58 yards, and a touchdown on the day there. So defensively, let's see. Marcus Golden had 2.5 sacks. Shamar Stephen had 1 sack. Leonard Williams had a sack. Eric Kendricks, Blake Martinez, and Anthony Barr all had 0.5 sacks. Ryan Connely from Wisconsin had 1 INT on the day. 64 yards there. Incredible. And he returned it for a touchdown. Marcus Golden scored one of the safeties. I give credit to the other Giants players for scoring that 2-point safety as well. And Ryan Connely scores the team's only defensive touchdown. And I think that wraps it up, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future. Peace out. Have a great Thursday evening, and we'll show you guys next episode's matchup. And this, my friends, will be the next episode for Season 3, Episode 12. The Tennessee Titans will be traveling to Boston to face off against the New England Patriots. and that will be our next episode. And I think the episode after that will be, and this, my friends, will be the matchup after the next episode where the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars will be traveling to London. So I think that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future. Peace out. Have a great Thursday, everybody.